guys, Midwest Picker here. I forgot to make a what sold video, so my sales are starting to climb up. I think I sold 6 or 7 items since the last what sold video, which is good because this is Q4 and that's what you would expect. So before I get into what sold, I have a challenge for you guys. Anybody that's good at research or detective work, especially my daughter, Amber Lanning, this goes out to her too because she's really good at researching stuff. I bought this item right here, and I've been going insane trying to figure out what it is. So it's, first glance, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is polished aluminum. It's very well made. I do not think it's homemade. It is, let me get the stats. My first thought is a hot plate because it has these little legs on the bottom. It is 1 pound and 12 ounces of solid aluminum, 8 inches by 11 3/4 of an inch. Old sticker on the back that's been removed. There's no maker's mark, there's no serial number, there's no made in China, there's nothing, but there was at one time a sticker that's now gone. I went on Google and there's absolutely nothing. I think it's Queen of Spades. This is also coming up in a haul video. I did Terapeak, which will go on eBay a year back for solds, and I searched metal Queen of Spades, aluminum Queen of Spades, aluminum hot plate, plain card, any combination of words you can think of. There is nothing out there for this. It's really big and it's really cool. Not sure yet if I'm going to list this and sell it or just keep it. But yeah, if you have any idea what this is, put it down in the comments below, or you can email me. My email's down below. Anybody that likes to do research and figure things out, you will go crazy trying to figure out what this thing is. I'm almost 100% sure this is not homemade. It could be. I made stuff like this in shop class in high school, like a giant nickel made out of aluminum, which is kind of funny. And it looks really nice, but this is just too well made to be homemade. I doubt it, but Google seems to know everything. I used Google Lens and took a picture. I just used the Google website. Nothing out there. So good luck to you detectives and researchers. Try to figure out what this is and let me know. Oh yeah, one more thing before I get into what sold. My wife picked this up when we were down in Fort Wayne. It's an ET Plush. It's vintage. We got this for, yeah, $1.99. So the comps are really good on this guy. He is ugly as sin, isn't he? But that's what makes him adorable, right? He's real wrinkly. Condition is really good. One eye is a little scratched. The heart is no longer attached to his chest, but it is attached to his hands. No staining or anything, but the comps are really good. 25 to 35 bucks on this, depending on condition, of course. But with Christmas coming up, I'm going to hurry up and get this guy listed and get him out of here. We should make a really decent profit. Shipping, a little bit of a challenge. I think he's over a pound, and he's kind of big and weird, so lots of options on shipping. If it's a collectible, I don't tend to put it in a poly bag. I usually like to put it in a box to protect it. If this was not real collectible or real valuable, like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, I'll put that in a poly bag. But anything that people buy for a high price, I always show respect to the buyer, and I'll put it in a box and I'll package it up really nice. Okay, so what sold? The first one, it'll be maybe up here, I'm not sure, is a shoe plug trip lever. So this is a plumbing part. Really didn't even know what it was, but it was only $1, and I think I did do comps on this in the thrift store. I looked it up and they were selling for really good money, so I paid $1. This sold for $17.95. This easily fit in a tiny 4x4x6 box and went first class. Next one are these 3 books. I got this at the Grand Rapids Public Library book sale. That's in a previous haul video, maybe a month ago. Maybe not even that long, I'm not sure. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name because I'll butcher it completely, but these books were 33 cents a piece, and I took a best offer of $10. I think I listed them for $13.95, but they went medium mail in a box with no problem. Next one is CDRWs. People do still buy these. People do burn CDs. I don't know for data or music or both, but this is a retail arbitrage, so if you're new to reselling, what that means is you go to a brick and mortar retail store. Usually you could do it online too. And they have clearance sales, 75% off, 90% off. This was only 75% off. I broke my own rule. For clearance items, I never buy anything that's less than 90% off because there's really no profit there and it's not worth my time. But I saw these marked way down, 75%. I thought they'd be worth more, but they're not. I paid $3 and sold them for $7 basically. They barely made first class because they're heavy. So that's another thing too. If you see a giant spindle of blank DVDs or CDs, remember they're very, very heavy. So shipping's going to be high. That even if the buyer pays the shipping, which they probably won't because there's so many other sellers offering these with free shipping. So the margins are just horrible. I just don't recommend these. Next one is Head Brand Tennis Racket Tape. I call it tennis racket tape. This is grip tape. You could use it for a racket ball. I don't know what you call it. Racket handle. I don't know. It's grip tape, and most people use it for tennis rackets. So this brand is very popular. Head makes tennis rackets and sports equipment and grip tape and a bunch of other stuff. It's very high quality. I paid $2 for this little pack of tape, and it sold for $9.95. Easily first class ship in a padded mailer. Next one is a sprayer repair kit. This was a weird thing. There was 4 of these hanging on a hook at a thrift store. They were 25 cents a piece. I didn't even look them up. I figured this has got to be worth something, more, 3 or 4 or $5. So I grabbed them all for 25 cents a piece. The first one sold $13.95 with shipping on top. It's really light. Put it in a box and it went first class. The next one is emergency shutoff tool. I got this from my Honey Hole thrift store, so I can't reveal my sources, but it's a really good thrift store. They had 4 of these, and they're $1 a piece. I didn't want to look greedy, so I only got 2. Left the other 2 behind for somebody else, some other picker to get. It's an emergency tool, so it's kind of set up to shut off your water and your gas in the event of emergency. It's also like a hammer, and you can break windows, whatever you need to do. I guess emergency responders would keep this as a backup tool, or a homeowner could have it. It's cast aluminum. It's really, really heavy. It's like 14 ounces. I barely made it first class. So anyway, I paid $1. Asking price is $13.95. I took a best offer of $10. So yeah, if anybody knows what this thing is, I am going crazy trying to figure it out. I thought Google knew everything. Nothing turns up. So maybe if I described it correctly, I would come up with it. I don't know. I'm assuming it's aluminum because it's really big, but it's light. It's a pound. So yeah, try to help me out with this. If I can't figure out what it is, I'm going to have to keep it because you can't list something if you don't know what it is. That's kind of reselling 101. So that's what's sold. That's my challenge to you guys, to figure out what this thing is if you could. And that's it, guys. So down below is my Instagram. I have links to my how-to channels, how to ship and how to source and how to research basic reselling 101. I also have affiliate links, just total transparency. If you need boxes and shipping tape and bubble wrap anyways, if you click the links below and buy it from me, I get a tiny commission, and those people have already started clicking on those, so that's very kind of you guys. That helps me out. So yeah, that's it. This video is going up today. Today is Sunday, December 1st, first day of December. Q4 is kicking off. Sales are doing really well. And I should have a sourcing video coming up real soon in the next day or 2 when I went down to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We had a good time down there. Lots of raw video. I just got to get through it and edit it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.